set up an image for you, which was really nice, that image of lying in a hammock. I'm going to set up an image for you too, which will hopefully give you a sense of where to direct the palm of your hand. Because the next set of movements are basically just opening the palm. After a while, that gets pretty dull. Yeah. But imagine for yourself that you were like a really excellent mime artist. You know how mime artists go, the invisible wall, and they go, and they really make you believe that there's something there. So imagine that you have like, you're in a bubble. You have your hand here, and you go to touch the bubble. Touch the bubble. And when you touch the bubble, you try to bring all of the palm of the surface and the fingers of the hand to touch the bubble. And that's just it. And when you withdraw from the surface of the bubble, you let the fingers close a little bit. So off you go. And let me give you a little bit of a constraint. Anywhere along the bubble that's in the same sagittal plane as your shoulder. Yeah? Not there, but that whole sagittal plane that goes, there's the shoulder joint, there's the plane. Off you go. Spread the hand when you touch the bubble. Let the hand close when you take your hand away from the surface of the bubble. And my suggestion to you, my recommendation, is that for this, don't sit on leaning on the back of your chair. Matter of fact, sit as far forward on the chair as you can sit so that the back of the chair does not become an obstacle. Now, don't burst the bubble. Bubbles are very delicate things. They have a bit of tension, but push on them too much and bubbles go. You could be waving, hi. Well, you are sitting in the front of the room. Now, the advantage of sitting upright like this, you can immediately stop and look at what other people are doing, and then you can come back. This is much more a social kind of interactive mode, yeah, when you're sitting upright. So you can go external, in other words, have outside contact, and then you can go back internal and have inside contact. External, internal. That's okay. I'll give him some constraints in a moment. Let him play first. Yes, I do keep both soles of your feet on the floor. Now begin to see if you can access that part of the bubble that lies behind you. And do that with a delicacy. And I don't mean delicacy, I mean a delicacy of sensation in the movement of your limb and in your trunk and in your neck and in your hip joints. You've just done all that work, flexing, extending, flexing, extending. How might you help yourself to get that hand back there to touch the bubble at the back using the trunk. You want to change hands? Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure, sure. There we go. That's nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. So how soft are the hands? Can the hand be really, really soft? So even when you open the hand, it's a very soft, pliable hand. This is very much like the bell hand lesson that you've done, where you're trying to keep the hand really soft, which then generates a kind of softness or inhibits the overactivity through the rest of yourself. It's the same kind of quality. That's nice. That's nice. If you haven't swapped arms yet, swap arms. That's it. Now, as you start to explore the rear part of that bubble, there's a good chance that you'll need to arch your back, and there's a good chance that you'll lean backwards. If you lean backwards, can you let the flexor muscles at the front lengthen? Can you let them lengthen? Because they're the ones that are working to stop you from falling further backwards. They're the ones controlling how far back you can go. Okay. Now, that bubble has a distance from you, right? And it's a constant distance. It's not right next to you. It's just inside. You don't have to stretch your arm to get to the bubble. It's within easy reaching distance. Yeah. What's that expression? They're always trying to overreach the mark, right? Over trying to. Easy reaching distance. But you know, if you're doing this and the bubble's here, can you see that's where you end up? But if the bubble is further afield, can you see where you end up? It's a different place. And you don't get that in the elbow anymore. Yeah, 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 yeah. No. It's an after image. It's an after image. It's an image that's projected back to you a moment after. Yeah, and it's showing you a spatial pathway through space. It's a visual feedback. Yeah. No, for stroke people. Yeah, 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 yeah. See, the dance world is bloody amazing. We're bloody amazing. We come up with great ideas, and you pinch it all from us. Oh, who needs scientific validation? The funding world, yes. All right, let that be. Now you get to play. Come back to your partner. Can I work with you? So this is the game. Which arm do you want to use? That one? Okay. So let's put a real bubble there, except I can't do it all at once, right? So is that within easy reach? Too far? No, that's good. So can you see if I made that into a circle, the circle would kind of go around like that. Okay, so off you go several times. Yeah. Don't have to push it a lot. Just land your hand on it. Land your hand. That's it. So when the hand lands, it's completely open. Oh, I'm shaking. I must be nervous. Beautiful. That's a beautiful landing. Can you feel that? Off you go. Jeez. Lovely. Ah, nicely done. Can you see what's happening? Yeah. So do this for your partner incrementally, going either backwards, forwards, thank you very much, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, until they can be somewhere back here. Yeah, which you can do really easily. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Palm on. Here you go. The ring of confidence. I thought it'd be more like toothpaste, really. All right. How's are we on? Am I on? Yeah, great. So you've already got this notion that the limb can actually expand back and everything can soften and so on. To go backwards, the muscles that are doing the support are not the back muscles. They're the same muscles that will flex you. So the ability to lengthen through here is really, really important. Are you lengthening throughout all of the flexors of the trunk, or are you keeping something at bay? Feldenkrais, coming from the background that he came from, he had a real big thing about this lower part of the abdomen. Yeah? Because if you release that with control, your center of gravity just goes, whoa. Yeah? What would happen if you did that while doing this? So let's work together. But before you do that, you know it's possible to take an in-breath and fill up the belly, yes? So take an in-breath and fill up your belly. Beautiful. Nice. And the pelvis rocks forward straight away. Can you feel that? Yep. Contract. Yeah. Now, do that again. Oh, yeah, good. That's good. Yes, grasshopper. Okay. Now, combine that movement with opening the hand. So there's now a correlation, the opening of the hand and the opening of filling of the belly. Okay. Yep, that's it. And you don't have to correlate it with your breath. That's fine. You can just do the movement. That's it. And send it backwards. Send it backwards behind you. That's it. Every time, yeah, come back. So the same thing. As you expand the belly, you go backwards. That's it. And you draw. And then you push out the belly, you go backwards. Oh, nice. Nice. That's great. That's fine. Then you've reached your limit. Yep. Thank you. So the first thing is, can you establish that the person can really protrude the belly? And initially, doing it with an in-breath makes it easy. Yeah. But then afterwards, you don't need it, or else you'll hyperventilate. Some of you begin to flake out. Yeah. So is it possible to do that? And then you combine that opening with that opening, 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 that opening with that opening. And can you hear that when I do it that way, my voice doesn't change that much? Yeah? Okay. Fullness of the hand, so that you can feel that they're really going right in the fullness of their abdomen, all the way around below the navel. Okay, off you go. Thank you.